It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Each and every season, this is one of my favorite games because these are the blue bloods of college football. Two of the winningest programs in the history of the sport. Oklahoma got the win last year against Michigan, and now with Kyle Whittingham under the helm, let's see how Oklahoma at Michigan kicks off here today in the Big House. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Wolverines headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the air, it's Mateer. Fires on the move. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run out of the gun. Here's Xavier Robinson. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
And he'll be brought down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. On target over the middle. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Now the toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Looking for a man, it's Mateer. Throws for the tight end. Working on the right. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30.
Well, on a lot of 3rd downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that 3rd down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. This is a designed run. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes...
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in was this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here. In this game, in this environment, all 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing, execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
Sooners, that's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. He might want another play. They'll move the wide receiver. On the option. Pulls it on the option. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Here's Underwood to throw. Rushes on him. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Timeout, Oklahoma, that's their 2nd. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Pocket breaking down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his...
Touchdown, Oklahoma! Special teams proving to be special.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Grab behind the line. It's Marshall. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. Throwing, Underwood. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. That is their sophomore quarterback who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on him. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Handoff to Xavier. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Sooners will hustle to the line. On the move, it's Robinson. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to him. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Down. They could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Quarterback keeps it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Not even a moment of anxiety in that decision. 4th and 1, yeah, we're going.
Well, this isn't even a discussion in the headset. Like, this is automatic, autopilot. Like, 4th and 1, we're going for it every single time.
He wants it all. Touchdown Sooners! Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Marshall. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Underwood. Under fire. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the first quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the second. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Back to throw, it's M.O.E.T. And they will score! Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Nice throw, nice catch, and I think we're going to see and hear a lot of that guy to that guy. A touchdown catch in game 1, now a touchdown catch in game 2. They're going to continue to find that playmaker throughout this season.
And he tacked on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle, and you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
The short hands, it's Marshall. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Wolverines want to move quickly. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw.
Well, that tells you a lot about...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Underwood in the gun on third down. He'll try to do it himself. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, know when guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
They've already converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere four-down territory. Right down the middle. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play-calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Give running right, it's Robinson. Here's a little room there. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He's got incredible speed.
Throws to the tight end. He makes the catch. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And, man, offense, defense, special teams, they are showing it all early in this football game. We're still in the first half. We got a 5-touchdown lead. Everything going right except for us, guys, because now we're going to have to figure something to talk about because this one isn't over, but it's close to almost at the half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Running inside, it's Marshall. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Wolverines need to pick it up on fourth down. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Fires to the wideout. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw, it's M.O.E.T. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. Makes the grab, it's Sategna. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for our legs.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Absolutely perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
Number 29, set to kick it off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Underwood to throw. Bring in the heat. Get it out on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo.
Well, when it comes to screen passes, you're just trying to mix them in different situations, and I like it here. First play of the drive on offense.
Looking deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still...
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Fourth down, Underwood. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on fourth down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's M.O.E.T. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Touchdown Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes.
Yeah, and you think of all the great quarterbacks and the records that they put up with the Sooners, man. It's impressive. And this guy having himself a day, spreading the ball around, touchdowns palooza. What a nice day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And the Wolverines in the hurry-up. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
But I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Might be changing the route. Looking for a gap. It's Marshall. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It'll be third and long. Throwing, Underwood. And they can't make the play on third down.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that first down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot of maintaining this drive, and now their defense has to take over in a sudden change situation.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Fires left. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He breaks a tackle. We are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 6 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Buckeyes who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood. They're working that left side. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this game.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Open space in the middle. Past the 20. Inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Marshall. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Underwood. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Makes the grab, it's Marshall. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6.
There he goes. Headed to the end zone, and he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Ready to try the point after. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. They'll get him.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Off the play fake on first down to throw.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on for the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sategna. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long.
Booster! Ready, go!
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Punt is on its way. He will signal for the fair catch after a disastrous punt. This is great news coming up for the offense. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. The run inside. It's Marshall. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The coaching staff defensively, they harp on this unit to be more physical, to fly to the football and gang tackle. You're seeing all of that in this game. That's why they're one of the best run defenses in the nation.
Makes the grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Looking downfield, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Good timing on the quick out. Got a little grass. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense.
Hey, check it. 95, 96 bridge.
Quarterback making checks.
96 bridge. Go, go.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Now the play fake. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the fourth quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game's going to get difficult now even more down the stretch.
Looking to throw, it's M.O.E.T. Gets it out quickly. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. They'll send the back in motion.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The Sooners are in the hurry-up. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A false start gives them a little extra work to do here on 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Quarterback extends the play. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try.
Hey, 22, ISO. 22, ISO. Go, go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. It's complete on the right side. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
I got to be honest, as a guy that used to play for Steve Spurrier, I never have a problem watching offenses continue throwing the ball when they've got a big lead, and that's what you've seen in this one. They're way up on the scoreboard. This coach is still letting this guy chuck the rock. That now his 5th passing touchdown, and I believe you keep throwing it until the defense proves they can stop you.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Back to pass, it's M.O.E.T. Quarterback adapting. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they built the lead here today.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
66, Michigan 21.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish. Snags it, and there's running room. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Back to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Makes the catch. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Wants to throw again. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. It's picked off, and another empty drive.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. But a little time, lets it go. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. There's a crease. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Now on second down. back to throw. It's Bentley. Oh, they're after him. And his first throw here is incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Under fire. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Wolverines will hustle to the line.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Off play action. Finds a man on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Out of the gun, the inside give. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the end zone. Incomplete, he was going for the touchdown.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
Return. Let it go.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous party gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw, it's Bentley. Buys a little time with his feet. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Flag 14. Flag 14.
Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Complete downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Line gets set, 1st down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Looking for a man. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Complete to the right. At the 20, he's got space. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous part. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Lining up for the PAT. Splits those uprights right in half. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pressure coming. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
So now it's second and long. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Carter. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Q. Slide.
To the air, it's Bentley. Here's the pressure. Got his man on the right. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. To the air on first down. Looking for the end zone. Upstairs, he's got it. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to